Hello, I'm Gareth.
And I'm Charlotte.
And welcome to Stew TV. Now hold on to your pots and pans because we got a recipe for you this week. Pesto risotto. Now, sounds a bit tricky. Is that okay, Charlotte?
Not at all, Gareth. All we need for this recipe is an onion, cream, pesto, risotto rice, and some vegetable stock.
Now, I noticed you're using risotto rice. That's not the type of rice you'd have when you're having Ruby Murray.
A ruby what?
Ruby Murray curry.
Yeah, it's completely different to that rice. This rice is so much more absorbent than regular rice.
Like a rice sponge.
Yeah. So Gareth, could you chop this onion for me, please?
Of course, I am now an onion master. I know my onions.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to crack the husks on the risotto. Now, I've got some stock here. Now this is literally just a couple of stock cubes crumbled up into boiling water. And then we're just going to put that on the heat. We need about a handful of risotto rice. That should be enough for one person. And then just put that on the heat. And we're going to crack those husks. Now, cracking the husks means that you put it on a dry heat at quite high temperature, and you just want to split the outer shell of the rice. That's going to help it absorb a lot more water. So, Gareth, how are you doing with those onions?
These onions are nice slice and dice because I'm using a top tip that we'll be teaching you in just a moment.
Okay, can I get them over here?
Yeah, of course.
Lovely. Thank you. So, we just want the onions to go translucent. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in there. And that's just to stop it sticking to the bottom of the pan.
How's that going?
Not too bad, the onions are nearly translucent, and then we can start adding the stock. Now we're going to add the stock gradually, so that we can keep a really good eye on how well it's cooking.
And what's the importance of the stock? Because that's sort of loosen everything up.
Well, that's what the rice is going to absorb in order to triple in size and make what we know as risotto. Okay, so you just want to put a little bit in at a time, because otherwise your risotto might be too wet or too dry. Okay, that looks done.
Fantastic. Are we ready to test this now?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's have a look. The rice there is, I believe the Italians would call it al dente, which I think means to the teeth.
I don't know, where'd you get that from then? Huh?
Don't know. So what are you adding now?
Right, now we're going to put in a dollop of cream. That's just going to give it a really nice creamy texture. I'm just going to pop a dollop of the pesto in there.
Now, what is pesto?
That's a good question. Pesto is basil, pine nuts, olive oil and parmesan.
And why should people be buying this from the supermarket instead of making them themselves?
Well, it's often cheaper and it's just as nice, so there's no reason why not to, really. Right, that's now done. And there you go, pesto risotto.
My oh my, that looks scrumdiddlyumptious. Should we have a taste?
Yeah.
Here we go. Really creamy, nice pesto taste in there with basil toast. So that's pesto risotto, bosh. You're going to find the recipe for that and a whole load more on the website. www.thestew.co.uk. And remember, you can find us on Facebook.
And you can follow us on Twitter, and you can subscribe to our videos for plenty more exclusive content.
Please let us know how you're getting on, let us know success stories, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye.
Bye.